What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to WWE 2K20 Universe Mode Episode 1. I am so excited to be starting this today. I hope you guys are as well. I just want to get right into it. Though I want to say something to right now. If you guys can hear little parts of music in the background, it's because I realized that last time it was really cringe without music. I still don't want to get copyrighted, so I put the music down a lot to I think it's at like 5, 6 volume. So if you guys can hear it a bit, but not too much, cause my copyright. I put blood on this year, so what do you call it? You guys will be able to see blood. I put injuries on. I set up this show. We're gonna see how it goes. We're gonna see if I can do 2 shows an episode or 1 show an episode. We're gonna see how it goes, guys. I don't want to waste any more time. So let's just get right into it. Let's start that show because we have an action-packed show. I have an action-packed show ready for you guys tonight. Action-packed. This is the intro for Monday Night Raw. It's a little cringe, I know, because the music is very down. It's just I don't want to be getting copywritten. But here's the pile for you guys. Welcome, guys, to Monday Night Raw, the first Monday Night Raw of the series. Welcome to Monday Night Raw. We've got about 50,000 people in attendance today, and we are in the city of Paris, France. Maybe Paris, France isn't a city. I don't know. To be honest, I'm an idiot. I don't care. But today we're gonna be starting. Here's our show. We've got Ricochet coming out to cut a little self-promotion promo. We've got Ricochet versus Titus O'Neil and just a little friendly competition. We've got Rey Mysterio versus EC3. So guys, tonight we have Rey Mysterio versus EC3. I'm pretty sure we have 3 Money in the Bank qualification matches. 3 today on Raw, and then 3 on SmackDown. So we will have 3 competitors on Raw for the Money in the Bank match, and 3 competitors on SmackDown for the Money in the Bank match. So our first qualification match is Rey Mysterio versus EC3. Then we have a triple threat between John Cena, Baron Corbin, and Pete Dunne to determine the #1 contender for the United States Championship. That should be a good match. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to watch it, but it's fine. We've got the team of Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows going up against Jimmy Uso and Jey Uso. Alright, guys, we've got these 2 teams. This is not a #1 contenders match. We've got some other plans for the tag team titles. Then we've got another Money in the Bank qualification match between Bray Wyatt and Finn Balor. Then we've got another Money in the Bank qualification match between Drew McIntyre and Keith Lee. And then we have our Raw Women's Champion going up against Becky Lynch. And there are stakes for this match. If Becky Lynch can beat our Raw Women's Champion, Sasha Banks, then next week on Raw, Sasha Banks will be defending her Raw Women's Championship against Becky Lynch. We're going to be taking a look at this match. And then we've got Seth Rollins. He's going out to the mic to call someone out. And then we've got Nikki Cross and Alexa Bliss versus Billie Kay and Peyton Royce in Champions versus Champions match. Alright, guys, so that's our show for tonight. We're gonna start it up. Alright, so Ricochet came out. Ricochet was talking about how he's too tired of being the little guy that everyone steps on, getting no opportunities. When he was in NXT, he got opportunity for the North American Championship. He was too tired of being the little guy, he didn't want to be stepped on by everyone. Randy Orton came out, told Ricochet, okay, if you want opportunity, you are going to have to earn it. Tonight you have a match against Titus O'Neil. If you beat Titus O'Neil tonight, then next week you will compete in a match. And with the goal, if you win that match, then the winner. Sorry guys, let me restart that. If he beats Titus O'Neil tonight, then next week he will compete in a match, and the winner of that match will become the ¡1 contender for whoever wins this match will face the United States champion AJ Styles at Money in the Bank, and whoever wins that match, if Ricochet can come up and beat Titus O'Neil and whoever he has to face next week, he will be crowned the new #1 contender for whoever is the United States champion after Money in the Bank. So let's see, can Ricochet pull it off? We're gonna randomize the winner. Ricochet was able to pull it off. So Randy, I'm hearing news in the back right now that Randy Orton has an opponent for Ricochet next week on Raw. Alright, so now we've got Rey Mysterio versus EC3 in our first Money in the Bank qualifying match of the night. Let's see who gets the W. Oh, EC3 has beaten Rey Mysterio. EC3 has qualified as one of the competitors in the Money in the Bank ladder match. Wow, that has to be the biggest opportunity of his career. Now we've got the #1 contender match for the United States Championship match. Who comes up with the W? John Cena is your new #1 contender. So it looks like AJ Styles has John Cena coming for that United States Championship. These two have had great matches in the past. I cannot wait to see that. Alright, now we've got Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows versus Jimmy and Jey Uso's the Usos. Let's see who comes up with the victory. Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows are able to beat the Usos. I think that should put Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows up in the rankings for those tag team championships, because they just beat the Usos. It's Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows, guys. They are a very underrated team. Now we have our second Money in the Bank qualifying match of the night between Bray Wyatt and Finn Balor. Finn Balor was able to get the victory. It seems that Finn Balor has qualified for the Money in the Bank ladder match. Now we've got our next Money in the Bank qualifying ladder match between Drew McIntyre and Keith Lee. Drew McIntyre and Keith Lee are some of the best, this division's best. And these two are two talented competitors in the ring. Let's see who comes out with the victory. Drew McIntyre was able to come up with the victory. Oh my God, Drew McIntyre was able to come up with the victory. Drew McIntyre is now qualifying for the Money in the Bank ladder match. So we've got on Raw, we have Drew McIntyre, Finn Balor, and EC3 qualified for the Money in the Bank ladder match. Those are three big names we've got. Now, we've got Sasha Banks versus Becky Lynch. Guys, you know what I'm thinking, guys? You know what I'm thinking? You guys want to know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking that we're going to have to go ahead and see who wins the match. Becky Lynch was able to defeat Sasha Banks. And now, next week on Raw, we will see, on this very show of Raw, we will see Sasha Banks versus Becky Lynch for the Raw Women's Championship. This is nuts. I cannot wait to see that match. I'm saying it's going to be in the main event. Now we've got to go ahead and see what Seth Rollins got up his sleeve. We've got to go ahead and see what Seth Rollins has got to say. Seth Rollins is coming out here tonight. He's got some things to say. He's pretty mad with a certain superstar, and we gotta see what's going on. I'm excited to see what's going on. Let's see what's going on. What you got, Seth? What you got for us, Seth? Let's see what you got for us, Seth. Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins is out here. Our Universal Champion, Seth Rollins. Our Universal Champion, Seth Rollins is out here. Wow, this is really cringe. Okay, maybe next episode I will put up the music volume just a bit. But let's see what Seth Rollins has to say. Seth Rollins, he's feeling pretty good about himself, and he should be. He really should be feeling pretty good about himself. Seth Rollins is our Universal Champion. Seth Rollins is the face of Raw. Seth Rollins, whoa, he's our Universal Champion, and we should be praising in his glory. Like, let's see what he has to say. Let's see who he's coming out here to talk to. What you gotta say, Seth? Okay, yeah. I'm sorry, but I'm not in the mood to glad hand y'all tonight. These games need to learn grammar. I have come out here for one reason, and that's to speak my mind. To speak my mind. I didn't even get a chance to read that. Alright, let's see what you have to say, Seth. Someone in the back has been trying to get my attention like a little kid tugging at your pant leg because they want a cookie. Well, I'm about to open something, but it ain't a cookie jar. It's a big old can of whoop ass. Okay, Seth? Okay, what you gotta say? I'm ready to test myself and see if I've got what it takes to go to the next level in the business. And the only way that I can do that is to face off against Brock Lesnar. So come on out here. Let's do this here, right now. Seth Rollins is calling out Brock Lesnar, guys. Is Brock Lesnar going to come out? Brock Lesnar is coming out. We are about to see a confrontation between the Beast and Carnage. The Beast and Carnage. The Universal Champion, Seth Rollins and Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar is our #1 contender for the Universal Championship. So let's see what's going on. He's coming out to the ring with Paul Heyman. I don't know if it's such a good idea for you to be calling out Brock Lesnar. I don't think Brock Lesnar likes being summoned. I think Brock Lesnar summons you. Let's see what's going on. Paul Heyman praising Brock Lesnar. Alright. So, looks like Paul Heyman's going to be talking to Seth Rollins. What you got to say, Paul? You know what? I get it. I absolutely understand. You want to be noticed. Well, he's the Universal Champion. You want to be heard. And you think whether it's wise thought or not. You think this is the way to go about it, my friend? You could not be more wrong. Okay. Fact of the matter is, I'm not content to languish in your shadow anymore. At first, I was willing to give deference. You're a fellow superstar. You've had plenty of laudable accomplishments, and you did earn that title. That's all. Why is this going so fast? And Brock Lesnar is not a champion. You're a champion, Seth. Easy there, Tiger. Relax. Take a breath. Think about your family, or loved ones, or anyone who might bring logic. Okay? Your way. My client and I are trying to make a deal here, so let's try act like adults and do this thing the right way. You with me? I need to read a little bit faster. What you might not get about me is that I'm ready for anything, anytime. Whatever happens in this ring, I'm prepared for it. If a freaking UFO landed in the middle of the ring, I'd be ready to get beamed up. So nothing you say or do is going to surprise me. This is going very fast. But this is getting heated in this ring. I hope this doesn't turn into a brawl. You're a pitiful man. How dare you stand here within a short distance from my client and speak like that? Why is it going so fast? Yo. What you got to say, Seth? I couldn't even fathom a scenario in which there was a room for sniveling whiner here. Maybe out there in the world, but not in the halls of the elite, the WWE. That kind of act is pathetic and no one respects it. One thing I've learned is Brock Lesnar's a little bitch. If I've learned one thing about this industry, it's that you always listen to the people. So if I may be so bold, WWE Universe, do you want to see a fight right now? That's what I thought. Oh! Oh gosh! Oh gosh! Seth Rollins almost just went out. Oh! Seth Rollins just punched. Seth Rollins just. Oh! Seth Rollins just swung at Brock Lesnar. Seth Rollins, it's a brawl. Oh, Brock Lesnar is now getting down on Seth Rollins. Oh, it's the hands. It's the hands. Oh gosh. These are the four. This is what made Roman Reigns bleed at WrestleMania. I think it was WrestleMania 34. Those are the hands that made Roman Reigns bleed at WrestleMania 34 when Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns went in for the main event at WrestleMania for the Universal Championship. Oh my gosh. Brock Lesnar is destroying our Universal Champion, Seth Rollins. I think Brock Lesnar wants the Universal Championship back. Brock Lesnar wants his title back, but Brock Lesnar is just sitting here destroying Seth Rollins. Wow. I don't know if there's anything that our Universal Champion can do. I really don't. Wow. Oh gosh. Yeah, I don't know. If these two compete in a match for the Universal Championship at Money in the Bank, I'm gonna have to say that Brock Lesnar is probably gonna walk out with the Universal Championship. I'm sorry, it's Brock Lesnar, guys. Alright, so now we've got a 2-on-2, Nikki Cross and Alexa Bliss versus Billie Kay and Peyton Royce, champion versus champion match. The SmackDown Tag Team Champs as wild cards here tonight, and let's see what's about to go down. And Nikki Cross and Alexa Bliss come up with the victory. Alright, so now we are heading on to, I believe, SmackDown Live. Alright, so I think what we're gonna do is, okay, let's see, we're 17 minutes in. 17 minutes in. Didn't take that long, but that's probably only because I did. That's probably because I only watched one of them. Okay, so here's a pro. I could do 2 in one episode. Here's a pro. That would mean that there are only 4 episodes until a pay-per-view. But the con is, if I do 2 shows in one episode, I only have control of booking one show. I only have control of booking Raw. So, if I'm being honest, I think the better idea is to do one show an episode, guys. I'm sorry if it's gonna suck, but I think that's the better idea, because then I have control of booking SmackDown as well. I have control of booking both shows. So hope you guys enjoyed the first episode. In the next episode, don't worry, we're gonna watch more. So hope you guys had a good time watching. If you did, make sure you leave a like on the video, and if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. So hope you guys had a good time watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Alright, see ya.